This European Cricket Network event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software, Paramatch and Victorinox.
There we are, ready to go. The umpires for this contest on the field of play, Ranga to take the first over. He's got Jit with him at square, and we got Tim. The first time that I'll be reacquainting myself with Tim. Always good to see Tim out there. And that gets played away, and it will be a single to get off the mark. And that's nicely played. It's a lovely shot, timed beautifully.
And this time gets full back behind it. They take on the cheeky single or direct hit here. And I reckon he's gone. I think this could be gone here. Varun's trying to call him through for a second just in case, which is good awareness. But let's have a little look here. Hesitation. Oh, and he's gone for all money. That's a super, super bit of work from Abraham, the bowler. Watch this again. As he kind of understand what he's trying to do. He's got the boundary, trying to rotate the strike, but he hesitates. As Prasath will face up. This is just chipped up, but chipped out of the middle, and that's going to run away, and it's going to be the second boundary of the innings. Goes again, gets it, and you feel that if Varun gets going here, this could be an interesting little 10-over stint here. Lovely shot. This is turnover correction that doesn't work. This is flat, this is hard, and it's gone all the way. Back-to-back Maximos.
It does make a lot of sense as going with Joseph to bowl here, and Varun drags this into the fielder, who is going to see it ricochet off him and go for 4.
Oh, it's a wider delivery, but miscued, but away from the fielder, and it's going to be another boundary. Prasath, well, he needs sort of dragging back here. Oh, and a full toss is not going to do it, and this is again chipped. 1 bounce 4, splits the gap. Wider and timed, and we saw him play this shot really well in the last game before he got out, and this is a along the ground version, but still the result is the same. Last ball of the third potentially. Well, it's wider, swings in, but he's going to get a boundary again. This is a really, really good start for Varun.
You're not giving Varun the opportunity to play the shots he likes to play on the offside, but if you go too short, he'll play that shot, and there's another chance for us to see the good mates of John Heesum. It's a good place for him to be in.
Uppish over the offside. Fielder out there, though, and takes it. Sticks in the hands as Sharji gets a wicket for his troubles. As Stewart, unfortunately, just didn't look as if he really committed to it. Just kind of holds off on the shot. Doesn't come out of the middle, and he's going to hold out to the fielder out in the deep. Good catch in the end, and that's going to be the end of Stewart, as he'll have to make way. The score, 55 for 2. He goes for a runnable 9. Goes for it and fetches it all the way. 6 runs. Varun is closing in on another half century. Goes again offside. And there is a fielder out there, but he's going to get away from him. And the 4 will bring up his 9th half century in the T10 format on the European Cricket Network. It's a brilliant innings from him again.
Short and dealt with immaculately by Varun Prasath as the battle of the two captains, something that people, I think, looking forward to seeing. But Srinath, he goes short, and Varun Prasath, he puts him away.
What's the response? Up, off the splice, should be gone. Oh, no. Goes right through Sharju, and that's another one that he's had an issue in the field now.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
Goes for it, and already that drop is going to be costly. It's worth 7 now as they got the single, and then Prasath turns around and whack. And the extra's a full toss, and this is going to run away, and this will be another boundary. 4 more. The over ends up going for 19, and Prasath races on to 68. The score, 86 for 2. Vijaya is going to come on. Went for 9 off his first, and he's going to pick up a wicket. It's a rush of blood from Filian, and he quite literally just swings and hopes and prays, but gets nowhere near this, and it's not the best of looking shots from a very talented batter, unfortunately, as he looks back and the castle is gone, and he's going to go for 2.
That's got to be pretty close.
Has to be, yeah, it has to be, and rightfully so. It's a great effort from Peter, he's the Duracell bunny. He just keeps on going, but yeah, unfortunately, we kind of put the brakes on him there. Varun, sweeps across the line, but gets nowhere near it, and Vijaya Jaya is going to have another one, as this one is full and straight. Thanks for coming, Simple. You feel like he should, really. He has got a T20 International 100. This is push to point. Run out chance. Simple as you like. And they're just imploding on themselves here. Never, ever a run. Because the fielder in Ninav Godadia was so close at backward point. And this is suicidal from Hurley. They just go on impact. Hurley just goes. There's no communication. And it's suicidal. Oh, very good. Very, very good. Full and straight. And kind of taking a leaf out of the book, really, from the overseas in the first game.
Yeah.
Keeping it simple, nice and full and straight, and plays all round it, does Lawrence, and he's going to have to make the dreaded walk back for just the one. Here's Joseph, as this is hit firmly, and there you go. That's going to be one bounce four. They need a fair few more of those. Well, doesn't matter when you go over them. One bounce four again. This is a good little fight back here as the 100 comes up with that four. Oh, it's an edge, and this will be one of them. There you go. There's the luck. Fortune favours the brave as Sant swings from the hip.
Pretty laid on, has got to double figures. And
well, he's okay. He's going to swing this.
He's got to run here.
Go
for two.
Go. Yeah, they will, as it's the last ball of the over. They'll think of a third. No, it won't happen. And again, Push Pangadan says, get back in your box, Mr. Aziz. That will be it then, as they'll finish their 10 overs. An interesting 10 overs. Had a bit of everything in that innings. They'll get to 117 for 6 off their 10. So the Victoria Lions are going to have to try and chase 118 off their 10 overs. That's not going to be easy. Get things rolling then as we start with the top edge, and oh dear, somehow Push Pangadan has got this on the offside behind the keeper, as this is Peter Lawrence who starts and well gets a little bit lucky. Well, there you go. There's one of them as this is hit away. Prasath will give chase, but it's going to be a couple of bounces and trickles over the line. Selvin starts off nicely, 4 runs. Here's a ball to go, and this is dragged from outside the off, and will be another couple of bounces, and again trickles over, but it's another boundary, 4 more. Push Pangadan. Well, chipped over the top, and it's going to be chipped for 4. Just a 1 bounce and gets over the rope. Full up, but hit firmly. This is going to be 4. Nice shot. That's better from Push Pangadan. He waits for it. Realises it's slow bowling. Needs a response in the similar sort of area, and he's going to get hit for 6. There you go. It was just a matter of when push comes to shove for Push Pangadan, and finally gets one out of the screws. Oh, and there you go. Does get it out of the screws. Couple of bounces, 4 runs. So a good over with 4 boundaries coming off it, 3 fours and a 6. Short goes for it. Chance here for the fielder coming in, and does take it. It's a good catch in the end by the likes of Peter Lawrence, who just had to readjust as he almost overcooked it, but Stewart will get the wicket that he was looking for, and it is the more aggressive of the two back in the shed, as Selvin will have to go back and watch the rest of this while sat down and take his pads off. He goes. The score is 44 for 1 with a ball to go in the 5th.
It's nice and straight. Is he going to split the field? Yeah, he is. So they will get a boundary here, 4 runs. It's a good shot from Pradeep.
Wide up, but up in the offside. And again, Hurley. Oh, no. Dear, oh dear. Just got himself in a bit of a kerfuffle there. What can he do with the extra ball? Well, he's going to get hit away for 6 runs. Another one that just gets going. And finally, Push Pangadan can get one here. Starts with a full toss, and this is clubbed away onto the onside. And this one is going to be 1 bounce, and that's going to be 4 runs. Oh, shot. Lovely shot. That's 6 runs. And into the dugouts, as Tizer wasn't too sure about that one, but that went all the way. 6 runs.
That's a really nice shot, isn't it? He picks it up beautifully. I like the way he just gets his legs out of the way and says, right.
Goes for it, gets it. There you go. That's 50 up. As it's 6 more for Push Banger down. And crazy weird innings, to be honest. It's kind of got the old Halloween EBGBs. Couldn't really get going. Goes for it and gets it. Don't even need to look at that. You can just tell by the crack of leather against Willow. And that is going to be 6 to finish. So a magical over, 23. Second magical over of the innings. Goes for it up in the air, but there's nobody home at deep mid-wicket. Doesn't matter. 6 runs.
All right, here we go. Goes for it.
Up in the air. Hasn't got it out of the screws. Is going to go. And that's a win-win situation, realistically, for the overseas boys. Not only do they get rid of a big hitter in Srinath, they also get a dot ball in at the end of the over. So it's going to be a tough old last over for the Lions here as they fall to 99 for 2. Srinath goes for 15. Here we go. Oh, hang on a second. It was a no ball. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. It was a no ball, not the end of the over. That's why. It was a no ball single. And with the free hit, they get a boundary. This is crazy. Oh, have the overseas throwing this away with just mistakes. Legal into the leg side. And this one is going to be 1 bounce 4. Well, that's a horrible, horrible start because it's a couple of wides and then a boundary off the first legal delivery. And unfortunately looks as if the overseas now might be staring down the barrel of a very, very bizarre defeat. 6 off 4. Goes for it and he's going to get it. Game, set and match. Out of nowhere, the Lions have dragged themselves over for yet again another surprising victory. They did it just 2 days ago against Madaday, and now the overseas are another victim of the Lions' den, as the Victoria Lions will get a victory here in a very, very interesting match 49.